Well, the weekend. We had a lot going on this weekend. You know, nothing worse than for you to be given a secret. Do you hate having to keep a secret?
Oh, I mean, yeah, Rick. And I've told you, I don't want to know secrets because I don't want to ever be accused of the one that blew it. So just don't tell me.
Well, so those of you over the years that have been listening, you know, you've watched and listened to all the different Rick and Bubba kids all growing up and all the different stages of life. So in March of 2022, Boomer got engaged to Priscilla Curtis, and we have that wedding coming up.
Scylla.
Wonderful family, wonderful lady, and we're all excited about that. We got to go to New York for that one.
Oh, boy.
Coming up on Labor Day weekend because Boomer is on tour, so when he gets back from the tour, they're going to get married, and we'll be going there. So we have young Broderick, and he has been dating Camtastic, Cameron Thompson,
which is a great nickname. By the way, I love that nickname.
Well, she's just Camtastic, and so they've been dating, for about 4 years, and both of them are very similar. Brody absolutely made this decision, and Brody says, "I'm just not going to have a girlfriend unless it's somebody that I think is a potential wife." And he never has. And so once he got serious about her, we thought, oh, okay. Well, he sees her as a potential wife, or he wouldn't be her boyfriend, and she wouldn't be his girlfriend. That's his commitment, and I respect that, and I think that's I'm not saying that's the way everybody should do it, but that's certainly the way he was going to do it, and I respect that, and think it's got some wisdom. So anyway, so we knew that was pretty serious, but they were very young. So I remember the first time that Sherry asked young Broderick, the Tasmo, so when are you going to marry Cameron? He goes, well, when I'm older than 19, because at the time they were 19, and so anyway.
Give me a second.
Right. So he's in his field. He's certainly can be a good provider already, and she is finishing up school, and so he came to us and said, I'm about to ask Cameron to marry me. And we were like, hey, that's great. And he went out and got him a ring. And
crazy
of course,
kids.
we got to be involved in all that. And then there came the game plan of how he was going to do it. And, of course, now I'm like, and he's like, Dad, the show's very dangerous. Everything's dangerous. You're going to have to watch. Our lives we live out in front of everybody. Y'all got hours to fill. Please don't burn me on this.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, my gosh. And
the pressure.
And I was like, so then I mess it up immediately. Y'all didn't even know it. So the plan was Sherry and I, our anniversary was on the 10th. And we have Big Love's birthday on the 7th, and my dad's birthday is on the 26th of January. And a lot of times we'll just gather everybody together and try to have some sort of, here's Big Love's birthday, here's Pop's birthday, here's our anniversary. And so that's pretty common. Well, Sherry and I, as y'all know, unfortunately because of my stupid big mouth, we went ahead and went on our anniversary date on our anniversary because it fell on a Friday.
Right.
And so what I was supposed to do is not say that, because the plan was that we had invited he and Cameron and to join us for a dinner at one of our favorite restaurants, and that's how he was going to get her dressed and get her to get her nails done, and we're going to have this big settle, and Brooks is coming to town, and we're going to do all this big family thing, and I want you to go with me. That was the plan, to get her to where she needed to be for him to propose. Well, stupid me, I come on the air Monday after our anniversary, and right in the middle of the sentence, I was like, yes, sure. And I caught myself. If you notice, I never mentioned where we ate. I never didn't talk about, I didn't say our favorite restaurant. Because if Cameron is listening, she's like, well, your dad just said that he and your mom have already been on it. What are we talking about? And so I almost blew it. Okay. And she said one of the biggest signs that something was up was all of her girlfriends that are always asking when he's going to ask her to marry him, stop asking. She goes, they went real quiet. They weren't saying anything now. So she didn't fully know when it was going to happen, but she knew something was coming. So we all were waiting on them. They met at where we were all going to church, where we went for over 20 years. That's where they met each other, and that they both went to church together and started running in the same circles and started dating. So he took her back there under the guise, which is very plausible, that he needed to stop because he was borrowing some camera equipment from the media guy there.
Oh, that's good.
And then as he stopped by to pick it up, because they are doing, she works with him a lot of times when he puts a crew together to do movies and do projects, and she's kind of like craft services person,
right.
And also, by the way, makes the fake blood if they need it.
Oh,
but anyway, so special effects. So anyway, found that out. But anyway, so they were going to stop by on the way to the dinner, which is why they were dressed up. Of course, Brody's version of dressed up was not what Mom was looking for. Okay. He had tennis shoes on. Okay, and so anyway,
but he did have a button down on. Right?
Yeah, he did. So they went up through the back way to up in front of the stained glass window, which you saw in the picture of him proposing, which is a beautiful shot.
Yeah,
and that was an idea of a family friend that said he needs to get her in front of the that stained glass window, and they had some flowers out there, and there were 2 Bibles there. And Sherry had already got her a Bible that had Cameron Burgess on it, which was really cool.
Nice.
And so he asked her to marry him there, and then we were all waiting downstairs for the little bit of a congratulations.
Look at that.
Yeah, and all that.
What a great moment.
And they are hilarious. If you would like to find out who they are, think of Jim and Pam on The Office.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Needed that. That's funny.
Right. That's kind of who they are. But they are devout followers of Christ, both of them. And they wanted to handle all of this what they thought was God honoring, and have done that the whole way. So and the way this was handled, and we don't have a date yet, but I don't look for this to be a very long engagement.
Okay.
I see them probably trying to get a date on the calendar here sooner than later, but we will see. But that's totally up to them.
Great.
Yeah, and very proud of how he has handled himself, and and thankful for her that she's that lady that if you have sons that you're praying for. That she's in that category.
Yeah.
And so we are very thankful for that. She will definitely be a blessing to him
now,
and
who
to our
took the
family.
pictures of them?
That was some of her.
You got to have that now. You got to have somebody hiding out to do the pictures.
That's some of her her girlfriends. They were hid, and of course Brody being a guy who makes movies and shoot stuff and edit. He had a hidden camera, which they have not let us see that yet. So he had a hidden camera.
Is it on his forehead?
I thought that was awkward.
It's like a helmet cam.
Yeah, I got my GoPro on.
But I actually thought that her friends took great pictures.
Yeah,
they did a really good job.
That's
good.
Yes.
I would love to talk to him about. So he parks and he walks. And he starts to walk. How nervous he was starting to get because he knew.
Yeah.
Can we interview him today?
Yeah. Well, we could try. But
because you know, I mean, you have it planned in your mind, and then all of a sudden, it's time,
it's real,
and
man.
everything has to work out.
It's real.
Yeah, he was nervous.
It's real.
When I saw him yesterday, buddy, he was
Sweating. Was he sweating a little bit?
It was just like everything been lifted from him.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
be back.
Rick and Bubba.
So, Bubba, we've done it. Young Broderick is on the phones. He is in his automobile, and he's heard us lambast the quality of cell calls, so he says that makes him nervous. Son, you're on the show. Hello, Brody.
What's up?
All right.
Congratulations, Brody.
Yeah, congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've
Took the plunge.
we've showed the pictures. Can you take us back to how terrifying this was?
There goes the sale.
There was
Exactly
This is what we were worried about.
he has a legitimate concern, and he knew it, and and we knew better.
He told you.
Is he gone completely? I can't see. Or is he still there?
He's still there.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, Brody, can you hear us?
Here I am. Clear?
Yeah, I think I know, man. Well, you remember back when talk radio could actually take phone calls.
Yeah.
It made our show so much more easy.
Yeah,
Right.
really, yeah.
So give me a test now, bro.
Hello.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. Can you?
I'm going through Clanton right now, so maybe the service isn't great, but that's all right.
Where are you?
That's perfect.
Where are
Clanton?
Clanton?
you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Going to see Gary, he said.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
But can you hear me? Test 1, 2.
Yeah,
we got you right now.
We got you right now. So yeah.
Fantastic.
Did you?
If I cut out, just fill the space. You guys are professionals. I believe in you.
We can do it.
So did you think that the show was going to blow it for you?
I think so. I definitely. Well, I was actually more worried about Mom. honestly. She was a little too excited.
Well, she is excited, isn't she?
I was afraid that was where we were gonna lose it for sure.
Yes.
But I think she kept calm. I don't think Cameron was not enough. Do you know?
Mm-hmm. No, Mom never. She did a great job. Mom did not let the cat out of the bag. I did have one whoopsie on the air when I almost talked about that. Mom and I had already gone out to eat for our anniversary, and I caught myself about mid-sentence, and I didn't give a lot of details. And I think I even awkwardly said, "And we plan on going out again next weekend with the family." So sorry about that.
Great.
Yeah, but
that's all right.
But everybody around you in the family has got to act normal, like it's just another day.
Yeah.
And I would think that would be the most nerve-wracking, that they don't act weird to where she goes, "Hey, what's up?" But I mean, you get out of the car at the church and you're walking in, and it's time.
Yeah.
How nervous were you?
Yeah. Well, I'm I'm like barely a person. Like, honestly, we were driving over there, and she was trying to make like light conversation, and I was unable. I was straight up unable to say actual words. And I think that might have given something away.
Right.
She claims that she kind of knew.
Okay.
Yeah, she claims it was like a little sweet spot where it's like she didn't fully know this was happening,
right?
But she also didn't completely not know this was happening.
Right. It was potential.
So I think that's okay. But no, I step out of the car, walking into shade, and I think I blacked out. I barely even remember.
Then you were back in the car.
Yeah. And you know, it is strange
downstairs.
because you feel fairly confident they're going to say yes, but there's something about it.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I was trying to figure that out because she was like, I was barely certain she was gonna say yes, and like even like I went into the thing where I talked to her dad and asked her dad for her hand, and even Dad took years off my life.
Yeah.
And I he's the nicest guy ever. Like I knew it was gonna be amazing, but for some reason you're just like I said, you're barely a person. Barely functioning.
Yeah. He told me last, her dad, he told me that you even said, "I got to tell you, I'm real nervous right now."
I'm not okay. Like I pulled off into a parking lot and just like took a second. I was like, okay, it's fine. We're good. We're good.
So
basically it.
It's none of, we weren't there for the actual ask. Knowing you two, was it unique? What did you actually say?
Rick.
Well, I honestly, I don't know what I said. I have no idea. Like,
just words.
Yeah.
A bunch of words.
I gave her a story. So I write a lot, as I think you know, Dad.
Yes, I do.
And so I gave her a story that I wrote about one of our first dates. Like I wrote it back like 4 years ago when we first started dating.
Okay.
And it was kind of like me being like, I think this is going to be like a long time thing. This is amazing.
Oh,
and
wow.
So, like, just having that little story, I thought was cool. So I had her read that, and then I basically just told her how awesome she was. And then we prayed, dropped down. I think this is what happened. Again, I don't really remember.
You vaguely remember.
Vaguely remember it.
And by the way, those photographers, I mean, they get real close. I mean,
they do.
I heard the shutters going. And I was like, okay, it's game time.
Yeah. Well, you're living in the era that you have to document everything.
Oh, every angle.
know?
Every angle.
They did a good job, by the way.
Oh, they're
great pictures.
They're fantastic. They're fantastic, but real close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
This is awesome.
What about when I had to lean up at one point and whisper in your ear? At this point, it is about you. It is about Cameron, but your mom is going to want this next thing, and you got to go with it. Yeah. Okay. Rarely do I just step in and say you have no choice on this.
Yeah.
Just do this and let's go.
Yeah, you need that. It was just a little whisper in the ear.
Yeah. Well, it's like neither of us are really big into like all eyes on us.
Yes.
Neither of us are really into that. And this was I understand that this moment lends itself to that a little bit.
It does.
So we did the candle thing. where
Yeah.
we wanted, you know, it was really beautiful, and I'm glad we did it. But in the moment, I was like, everyone's gonna be looking at us,
Right.
And that's horrifying.
And I leaned and I leaned in
Horrifying.
and I said, "Rarely do I play the dead card. You got no choice on this."
Now, Rick,
I think what you said was like, if this doesn't happen, I'll kill you.
They want to let you know the importance.
So, were you able to keep the Bible with her married name hid? I mean, you don't want that laid out and
I
then go,
know.
well, that'll
Yeah.
kind of spoil it.
Right.
No, that was great. That was wrapped up. You know, that was beautiful. I had no part in that,
Yeah.
which was great. I think that's how it should have been. But it was perfect. It was wrapped up. I had to buy flowers. Beautiful.
All right.
Well, it was a great day, and I know you. You openly talk about that. It's almost like it's one of those things. And Greg, you know this. It's actually a Burgess that does not want any attention.
That's rare.
And you don't find those much.
No, right.
And for him to be to be quiet and kind of want to be behind the scenes,
Yeah,
it's kind of an oddity.
It is.
But hey, man, proud of you.
Yeah.
Proud of the man that you are, and excited about your perfect choice of a wife. Well done.
Amen.
Thank you, Dad.
right.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
buddy.
you guys.
Let us know when you get a date.
Yeah, and would it bother you to let me live through one movie?
Just one.
Just one.
I was gonna say we'll write a script where you survive that.
Okay, thanks, buddy. I see you, man. Love you, buddy.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.